welcome back to an episode of We Have Something in Our Elbows. Oh yeah. And we're going to do some upgrades. And one of them is the biotic damage upgrade, plus 50%. That's awesome. Alright. So we're hacking the firmware, yada yada yada, but beware, because otherwise there's nervous system damage that happens. So let's get that stuff. Maybe there's even a follow-up upgrade. Sadly not. Okay. Too bad though, too bad. So, Morden probably has nothing to say about Samara.
Still need to get to Tuchanka, Shepard. My students...
I'll talk to you later.
We'll be here if you need me.
He's so occupied with Tuchanka. Wait a minute. Upgrades, investigate, is there anything? Kind of felt as if there was... Upgrades? And research terminal, investigate, no. It's kind of interesting that it says investigate, as if there's some hidden information and we have to figure out. But it is not. Alright, and we are also going to
Commander,
talk with...
you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Thank you, Kelly. We are also talking with Samara. She's waiting somewhere on board. Alright, you changed my life. Okay, who could it be? Greetings, Commander Shepard. Liara Sony gave me your contact information. I was one of the cleaning crew in the Dantias Towers. You helped get me out of there. According to Sony, you also found Thane. He took down some of the Eclipse mercs trying to gun us down, and I wondered if you could pass along my thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. The way he moved, one was dead before they even knew he was there. He snapped another one's neck, then shot a third, all in the space of a few heartbeats. It was incredible. He moved like a dancer, grace and power in constant motion. Seeing him changed my life. Woke up something in me I don't fully understand yet. I don't know what I'm going to do, but Solarian lives are too short to waste as custodians, especially when there's much else out there. I'm going to find something that lets me capture what I saw in him. That beauty, that aesthetic perfection. I'm also going to buy some nice clothes. So if you could tell him that, or just whatever parts of that you think appropriate, I'd appreciate it. Sincerely, Jed. Alright, gonna tell that. If that's even possible. Okay. Oh wait, we also have to talk with Joker, right?
There is nothing more absolute than the oath of an Asari Justicon. You did well getting Samara on our side. She is so elegant and gorgeous. Too bad her manner is just so cold.
Eh? Well, refrained, let's say. It's not actually cold. It's not. I would say that she doesn't. She's not cold, as in she doesn't feel anything. It's more like she feels different. Anyway, so you're pretty. Really? Okay, now that we got this option, let's just choose that one. Oh boy. Let's just... Oh, yeah.
I didn't recruit her for her looks. The Normandy already has you, Kelly.
You were just too sweet. Anyway, what's up?
Oh boy. Like, why? Why did they put Kelly in there? It's just... Every time you have an option like that, it's just so kind of nice to use that one. Okay, anything about the crew?
Is there anything I should know?
Thane would like to see you down in life support on the crew deck. Anything else, Commander?
Alright. Anything else?
Is there anything I should know?
Thane, with anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there,
So,
Shepard.
Thane wants to talk to us, probably because of his loyalty mission. We're going to do that one, just not yet. That one can wait. And actually, no, wait a minute. Whose loyalty mission are we going to do first? First, we have to go to Illium, because we still have a side mission to finish. It is something stolen goods with Mr Thax. And I think that was it, pretty much. Anyway.
So, Commander, even your Asari are trained killers? Get everyone at the same store or something?
Yeah. 20% off trained killers. All you can pew. Right.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Alright. Nah, let's see. Does Jacob have to say anything about that? I don't know. Probably not. Not quite sure though. I'm actually not quite sure what Jacob would say about that.
Commander, Can I help you with something?
Actually, no, but
I'm more
rather-
interested in just talking for a bit.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready for anything. We live, we'll get loud, and spill some drinks on the Citadel.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Right. So. Where's this one? There's Samara over there, also with Thane and whatnot. Yeah, let's just get that. Oh, yeah. I don't know if Miranda has something to say about that. Would be interesting though.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Oh boy.
You have a minute, Miranda?
I do. I suppose we should talk, but I won't be shared. If it's going to go anywhere, everyone on this ship needs to know that you're mine.
Right. Okay. So we got Tali, we got Miranda, probably also Jack. Let's see who else. So the problem with Mass Effect 2 is that there's Mass Effect 1. This is the issue. Actually, if you start playing Mass Effect and you start with Mass Effect 2 already, right? It's a perfect. Just choose someone. But because there's some relationship kind of baggage from the first installment, in this case, either it's, well, Tali. Tali is a good choice because you can actually romance her normally in the second installment as well. But Liara, that's the thing that kind of complicates things. But yeah. So let's just postpone that. We're not going to pick one now. The problem is, how do we solve that in the third game? That would be weird. But anyway.
I need some time to think.
Take all the time you need. You know where I'll be.
Wait a minute. Where have I heard that one before? Am I Jack now? All of a sudden. That's weird. That is really weird. We do the same like emotional kind of trickery with that's an observation deck. With Jack. What's this one? Port observation. Oh, wait a minute. That would be Kasumi's stuff, right? Anyway, let's just go to Thane and see what we can do here.
Shepard.
All right. What's the matter?
Is there something wrong?
Yes. Now that you are here, though, it seems more difficult to talk about.
Oh. Is it the illness or something else?
Are you feeling sick? I could get the doctor.
No. Though I suppose that is a part of it. My mortality has me dwelling on things.
Well.
I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolyat. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
Right. So, when was the last time?
How long has it been since you talked?
10 years. He showed me some of his schoolwork and asked if we could dance crazy. We did that when he was younger.
Eh?
What sort of dance is that?
I checked my extranet contacts. I expect an update on my next target. The console plays music. Old. Unfashionable. Kolyat jumps into the room. My father runs around in circles. I scoop him up, toss him into the air. He shrieks, laughs, spin me. The console beeps. I put him down. Click the message. Father, he pleads. Tugs my sleeve. I need to read this, I say. I don't look at him.
Okay, so this was basically like a flashback brought up from their memory ability. Like they can relive episodes of their past. And I think this is what he did right now. Voluntarily choosing that memory of Kolyat. Interesting.
Did something happen to them?
I abandoned them. Oh, not all at once. Nothing dramatic, no sneaking out in the middle of the night. No final argument or slammed door. I just did my job. I hunted and killed across the galaxy. Away on business, my wife would tell people. I was always away on business.
Well, the galaxy is a Huge place with a lot of people. Okay, that's not what I expected. Yeah, he's the... I almost wanted to say the only family person in here. But this is not quite true. Almost everything in here is family-related backstory. Miranda, family-related. Because of her, like, clone sister. And then you have Jacob with his father, family-related. Then you have... okay, Morden, not so much. Garrus, also not so much. But people of their past, but okay, that's like... Everyone is like somewhere in the past, usually. Who else do we have? The Krogan? Nah, that's a little weird, though. That really is a little weird. What about Zaeed? Also not a family thing. So... I mean, you could say that's... Yeah, with Zaeed, it's like business. You could consider the other Blue Sun's mercenary his brother or something. But it's weird to see it that way. But anyway. Who else do we have there? Oh, father of Tali. Also family related. So it's either family related or something about killing people. That's basically it. Alright.
You never mentioned this before. Why now?
When my wife departed from her body, I attended to that issue. I left Kolyat in the care of his aunts and uncles. I have not seen him or talked to him since.
Wait a minute. Departed from her body? That's an interesting way to look at it. Yeah, why didn't you take him? I mean...
That's not the choice I expected. Why didn't you raise him yourself?
My body is blessed with the skills to take life. The Hanar honed them in me. I have few others. I didn't want that life for Kolyat. I hoped he would find his own way. If he hated me, so be it. He would not have shared the path of sin. I used my contacts to trace Kolyat. He has become disconnected. He does what his body wills.
Uh-huh. Interesting. And what did he become?
You'll have to explain that one to me.
Disconnected. The body is not our true self. The soul is. Body and soul work as one in a whole person. When the soul is weakened by despair or fear, when the body is ill or injured, the individual is disconnected, no longer whole.
Interesting way to look at it. And what makes Kolyat disconnected?
What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
Something happened that should not have. He knows where I've been, what I've done. I don't know his reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman. I would like your help to stop him. This is not a path he should walk.
Okay. Does he not want him to walk that path? Or is it really not the right fit?
You don't hire a raw rookie for a contract killing.
I'm afraid someone may have seen we share a name and assumed we share skills. I don't know why he would accept the task.
Maybe he just wants to connect with his father somehow.
To be closer to you, maybe?
That thought haunts me more than any other.
Maybe he name-dropped you to get hired.
It's possible, but I don't think so. It doesn't seem right. My name. He should not respect it.
Okay, should not. Doesn't matter if he respects it or not. He used it.
Thane, I don't have your contacts and I don't have your tracking skills. Why do you need my help for this?
I don't need your help. I want it. The last time I saw my son, they wrapped her body in sea vines, weighted it with stones. He tries to pull from me, calls for her. The hammer lift her off the platform. They sing like bells. The fire has gone to be kindled anew. He begs them not to take her away.
They let her body slide into the water. He hits me. Don't let them. Stop them. Why weren't you?
Rains. It always rains on Kaje. Warm water pours down his face.
Interesting.
I didn't mean to make you relive that.
Perfect memory. It is sometimes a burden.
What made him go to the Citadel?
Years ago, I prepared a package for him. A relic of my ill-spent life. I had Volus bankers store it, and arranged for delivery when I died. He acquired it early. I don't really know how. I did wet work on the Citadel around the time his mother died. That may be why he went there.
Wet work? Really? That's how you call it. Okay, anyway. We're gonna meet him. Probably stop him.
I'll get us to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Thank you, Shepard. I'll be meditating until you need me.
Alright. So, anything else?
Shepard, is there time to visit the Citadel yet?
Yeah.
Not yet.
I shall return to my meditations.
So, we got this one, this one, this one. Men's room's over here. And let's just see if we can get more crew stuff. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. As if they don't exist. Someone has muted those two. Oh, what a beautiful view this is. Anything in here that says Edie? Yes.
What's this area of the ship?
This is one of the ship's observation decks. They provide a sweeping outside view for off-duty personnel.
This room is a structural weakness. Any transparent material is weaker than our armor.
The elusive man predicted you would object. In combat, the observation rooms are sealed and depressurized. Sheets of ablative armor are extended to cover the windows.
Interesting. So, it's a voluntary weak spot, but it doesn't really matter. Just because it's in combat doesn't... I mean, look at that. Maybe the positive function of this room is more important than the defensive weakness of the window themselves, because it boosts morale or like gives, well, the crew a place to relax. That's actually quite a good reason why. It's interesting that they place the furniture that way. I don't know if I would actually choose furniture like that. Looks a little too sterile almost. I would have just thrown some beanbags somewhere over here. That could have just worked. Alright, anyway, let's talk with Samara. Alright. Before we talk with her directly, let's just... Oh, upgrades, people! Upgrades.
Shepard,
Do you have any suggestions about using some of the resources we've gathered?
I believe I can use some of them to increase our fuel reserves so we can explore further. Shall I tell you what is required?
Yeah, why not?
Show me what it would take.
Okay, so now... The thing is, Illium, with those two, makes you fly further and give you more probes to scan planets more easily, right? So in the end, you have to go to Illium and then do all of the scanning of the planets. It's much more convenient, so you can go from like one system to the next without going back to the main station. But it is not impossible. It's still kind of weird though. Anyway, engine refitted with Heat Industries designed Helios thruster module. Alright, let's get that one. Codex updated. Yeah, something nice to read now. Perfect. Perfect. A Normandy fuel upgrade complete. Okay. Question is, what else can we upgrade?
Shepard,
Do you have any suggestions about using some of the resources we've gathered?
I have done what I can to increase our exploration capabilities. Anything beyond that is up to you.
Alright. The door can talk. Miranda and Jacob.
What are your impressions of Miranda and Jacob?
Jacob is an earnest young man. Events will either forge him into a great man or utterly destroy him. Miranda is undoubtedly a hard woman. I respect her strength and determination. She carries many burdens and doesn't share them with others, as it should be.
Really? Why should it, anyway?
How do you think our mission is going?
Building our forces is a good strategy. However, the time to strike is coming soon.
But we will have some time.
How are you?
I've spent much of the last 400 years on my own. It is nice to have a colleague to chat with. I may be rusty at it, however. If you are patient, I would love to talk.
Aw, yeah. We got the patience of an angel, so...
How much do you know about our mission?
I know that I've sworn an oath to follow you, and that you seek to destroy the Collectors. That is enough for me.
Huh.
You don't want to know why the Collectors need to be fought?
When you live by a code that compels you to harsh action, you learn the dangers of curiosity. If I must kill a man because he has done wrong, do I really wish to know that he is a devoted father?
Oh boy. Interesting. So you want to make it easier for you. Uh-huh. The thing is, does it makes killing easier to not, because it makes you not see the whole picture, right? If you don't see all of the connection, you don't see where it could still work out, right? Where the attachment is. Isn't that just an easy way out, kind of?
I'd like to hear more about the criminal you were chasing on Nos Astra.
I hope you will understand if I wish to avoid this topic. It is deeply tied to my code and beliefs.
And beliefs?
You might say it is personal.
Yeah, let me guess. Family related.
I need to know if this will impact the mission.
It will not.
Oh. Okay. So...
What do you think of Cerberus?
I've heard rumors, but learned long ago to form my own impressions. There is too much room for interpretation in the opinions of others.
Mm-hmm.
Why were you willing to work for Cerberus when you didn't have first-hand knowledge?
I work for you, Shepard. Our methods may be different, but our goals are not.
Okay. Very interesting. So, wouldn't really call it a people person. People-focused, people-centered. Because the code is connecting everything with it. But actually, Samara is not very talkative. Straight to the point, pretty much. But maybe we're gonna melt her a little bit. So
I should get back to work.
It has been my pleasure, Commander.
Right. It would actually be nice to just sit next to her and just do nothing.
Shepard.
That's my name.
How are you?
Perhaps we could speak later. I wish to meditate.
I should go.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Alright. So, down to engineering we go. Of course, we stop by almost the bestest guy in here.
Back for more?
Yes.
You smoke, Shepard? Don't. That stuff will kill you. You're a kid once. Weapons dealer. Probably half your age. Bastard smoked too close to a cache of explosives. Tossed a butt, blew himself sky high.
He told that story once. But for some... Zaeed is just kind of a cool dude.
I used to do a little scorched earth work here and there. Then the Batarians started muscling in. No one's as good with terror tactics as they are. I mean, the Krogans will come at you, break your face, kill your family. But the Batarians, they'll turn your planet into a glass parking lot without a second thought. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Right, so let's get that way. We don't need to talk with the Krogan right now because it's still stuck at the loyalty mission.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I have I think this one goes into the, we have to decide or have to wait or whatever kind of situation. Probably the same, and we are stuck with
Have you got
her.
time to talk?
Yes, I'd like that.
Alright, and back around we go. The thing is, she says the same. Yeah, I don't want to share you, whatever.
I've been thinking about the last time we talked, and I do trust you. I hope you know that. This means something to me. It means a lot, but I don't want to share you.
I only want you to. Okay, so let's just say no right now and keep everyone at a distance. Just, yeah, I want to do all of the loyalty missions first. Then we're gonna choose. And then I have to figure out an interesting story to tell Yara. That would be interesting. Oh boy. We're gonna get our ass handed to us, really. The question is, I'm probably going to choose one of the biotics. It will be very interesting fight. Alright.
Tally, there's a good chance that none of us are coming out of this fight alive.
I'm not asking anything, Shepard. One way or the other. If you want to find comfort, just keep it honest, okay?
The thing is, that dialogue here with Tali, I mean, I skipped through it right now because it already happened. You kind of... There is a little sad emotion going through her. Like, she really wants this to happen, and she would be really sad if it doesn't work out.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Okay. Let's see. Anything new? Oh, interestingly, with Samara on board and another biotic, maybe Jack has something else to say.
Hey.
Oh. Why are they all just focused on Miranda and Jacob and the mission? Why is it always Miranda and Jacob? Doesn't the crew have any other connection with others? Like Drell or Joker or whatever?
We need to discuss our relationship.
I said. You know what it's
Pretty
like?
much, yeah.
You don't have to agree so fast, you fucker.
Alright.
You're weird, Shepard.
And again, the take your time kind of situation. So, there are 2 points with the characters in here, like with the crew, where they are kind of stuck, pretty much. Where the dialogue just repeats. One is before the loyalty mission, like before you actually start the thing. They tell you that there's a loyalty mission, you're gonna go there, whatever. And then there is the... and then there's the, like, love interest kind of thing. The romance stuff. And before those two... it's kind of stuck. 1,500. Nice. So, yeah. We are not going to Illium directly. We are going to go to the Shadow Broker base first. Let's see. Maybe we even have some new investment opportunities. That would be sweet. Alright. Let's see. Honey, I'm home.
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, no reaction or nothing. She's not even mad. Come on. Oh, what do we got here? Shotgun technology. Agent in the Skillian Verge has sent a schematic for a shotgun modification. And we don't know what it does. Looks like a tokamak, kind of. But anyway, a little platinum there as well. Perfect. Let's just receive all. Be happy. Right. Advanced training, not necessary yet. The dossiers are kind of cool. Let's read the dossiers in a moment. Now we are going to do some quick investments here. So, that one is done. Mission report for the arbitrator. Success. Anhur has been steered away from civil war. 3,000 credits. Mission report for the false prophets. Success. You pocket a slice of the credits raised at this week's excellent fundraising telethon. 6,000 credits. There are no missions currently available. So there are 10 missions, and 4 of them you can always select. Yeah, and once you had a chance to invest in all of those, like, 10 thingies, whatever, I don't even know if it's, like, hard scripted. That some of them are success and some others are not, but anyway. Would be really wasteful if you invest in it, and then there's still a chance of failure, so if it really is random, that would be mean. But anyway, it's not an unlimited source of credits. So, dossiers. Miranda Laws. Is that new stuff? No, there's not. Would have been really funny though. No, wait a minute. Extra activity. After Dark Fashions. Okay, Biotech Research Quarterly. Man from Omega Wounded. Elfell Ashland Energy. Shepard Sir Inspector. Wait. Oh. Okay, so this one here is personal, and the rest is like woman related and focus on genetics and Cerberus business stuff. Right. Dr. Monizzola, Subject 0, Zaeed, Justica Samara. There you go. Asari Justica. Rigidity of Justicia Code makes her movements and mission outcomes predictable. Mother to 3 Ardat Yakshi, one of which remains wanted for murder in Citadel space. What about the other? 3 Ardat Yakshi. That's a lot of Ardat Yakshi. Okay, transmission log 1755 CE. Samara, I have called you together to ask something of you. It is not a small thing, but it is for the best. Rila Faler, are you receiving this? Faler, quite well. Rila, indistinct mother. We are in a common room. Her communicator 2 near the door shuts. Try now, mother. This news would be best delivered in person, but I'm not allowed to travel before tomorrow. I have something I must do. It is hazardous, and thus I must do it alone. What do you mean, hazardous? Tomorrow I take the oath of solitude. It is to prepare me for the other oaths, but it means you... What? It is an oath required of all who... I know what it means, mother. I'm 42 years old. I have heard of Justicars. Then, do you understand why I must do it? No. The life of a Justicar is dangerous. I will make enemies, and they would seek to use you. That I understand. What is not clear is why you do this in the first place. Is it not enough that we live 100 light years away from you in a dang fortress, that we have no communicator of our own, but must use this communal one? Do you know what it means to us to hear your voice? I'm sorry, Faler. And now you take that away. That is wounding, but it is the truth. I wish there were some other path. And you called us instead of coming to see us. If I came to see you, I would never leave. You know what that would mean. Is she that terrible, mother? Is she so much of a menace that you would deny us ever seeing you, ever hearing your voice again? My dear, I cannot lose her in the world. Okay, and pretend I owe her victims nothing. Her crimes are my crimes. In time, you may see as I do. Time is a weak salve for a fresh wound. Please, do not let anger ruin this. We will have our lives to contemplate the pain and loss. Can we not see from one another's eyes just for a moment? Silence. Faler, I don't want to lose you, mother. Not over someone as small as Mirala, or whatever she calls herself now. And Rila, you have been silent. Are you in accord? I can only say I will yearn for you too. Surely you have more than that. Is this the only way you will have any righteousness, mother? It will let me live a just life. Then the goddess forbid I take it from you. Relay terminates the call. She loves you, Mother. She did not say it, but she does. And you? Can you understand why I must do it? Catch her. Just catch her. Relay terminates the call. Okay, so 3 are Yakshi. Those are probably all her daughters, different ages and whatnot. Interestingly enough, she's trying to find a... Well, she didn't really become a Justiciar. A Justicar beforehand. The whole Justicar business basically happened because of the other Ardent Yakshi. That's the weird bit about it. Okay, so this was the transmission log and the inventory. What do we got here? Wait a minute. Isn't there supposed to be no earthly possessions? Well, the stuff that she wears on her person, right? Let's see. A large goods. 4-bedroom home on Dossier. That's not a large good. It's not something that you can carry. 4-bedroom home on Dossier. Furniture and household appliances. Elkos Sapphire family sky car. Clothing and jewelry. Casual clothing, approximately 20 outfits. Intimate negligees, 3. Dancing dresses, 4. Bond ceremony gown. Bond ceremony bracelet. Hollow locket. Images of bondmaid. Children reprogrammable. Baby and children clothing, various. Miscellaneous. Lifetime Ceres fitness membership. First place trophy. Amateur Skyball League. Vid and novel library, various. And photo albums, also various. Sculpture of Samara and bondmaid. Personalized happy birthday mom travel mug with photo of Samara and the children. Handle cracked and repaired, some glue marks visible. Memorial sphere, bondmaid, and birthing crash. Interesting. So it's not that she has no possessions. She has an awful lot of possessions, pretty much. May even live a fairly high life, it seems. Anyway, the also focus on her bondmaid. May not even be alive anymore. Who knows? Also, who is that bondmaid? That'll be interesting to know. Alright, and then there's probably something about Thane. Did we ever get that stuff? Medical record. 42 degrees. Ah, that's Dr. Chakwas. Yeah, we read that one. Okay, so that's pretty much it, right? Is there anything around here? Nope. Like sometimes there could be like another character popping up. Alright, so we got everything else pretty much done, so we are going to leave. Wait a minute.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Right. So, let's see. What do we got here? Shotgun damage, 3 out of 5. Increases damage by 30%, improves shotgun, heavy shotgun, and assault shotgun for your entire squad. Yeah, just say shotgun, and that works. This upgrade improves the Mass Effect field generation. Alright. And we got extra rounds. Really good. Shotgun, heavy damage, and assault shotguns double their rounds. This bonus affects the entire squad. Does the squad ever run out of bullets? I haven't seen that one happen. More efficient heat sink materials improve the absorption and dissipation of heat. Allows for smaller, easier to carry heat sinks in order to shoot even more heavier bullets. So, nothing in here says anything about messages, so we good. And then, wait a minute, there is something in the journal. It's only the side mission. So, Garrus is the thing, grant more than Thane. Stop the collectors. Wait a minute. Where's the part of the mission that lets us find the ship? Aren't we supposed to find a ship for Samara? That just is here, smuggling evidence. Yeah, genau, that might be it. Detective Anaya has the evidence. She's extremely great. That's great. The thing is, we were given the Justica, stolen goods found. No. And this is just the result of a different mission. But I thought we were given the name of a ship. And yeah, we basically have to get to that ship, land on the ship, and then get more Eclipse information, whatever, about the Arctic Yakshe of Samara. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's already labeled somewhere and I'm just not able to see that. Okay, where do we go for this? Recruit the Master Thief, help Garrus, help Thane, help Grunt. Yeah, we go to Junker before we go to the Citadel. Yeah. Okay, but there's nothing else here. Oh, one thing that we could definitely do, maybe land a little bit on Omega as well, and see if there are additional characters that just pop up after a refresh of the surroundings. Okay, we're gonna go for. Wait a minute, do we got some? Do we have another one with an S? I mean, Garrus. Zaeed Samara, right? So we got Thane, Tali. Oh, wait a minute. T and T. Yeah, we got Tali and Thane. We got Jack and Jacob, Grant and Garrus, Maud and Miranda, Samara and Zaeed, and then we also have Kasumi. He probably has another name. Maybe there's something else. But yeah, who am I going to choose here? Did I ever... I think I never used Zaeed on Illium. I think so. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go with Samara and Zaeed. Those two are actually the oldest of the bunch, pretty much. They have seen a lot. Oh, look at that. Our Paragon points are off the charts. I can go with Renegade options now. Don't know if I should though. Alright, do I want to maximize Overload or do I want to have an additional ability in here? Oh yeah, that is tricky. So, wait a minute. I think we can only reach level 30. That means we can get 4 additional points. That means I can maximize Overload and the maximized Overload. I will not be able to get another ability. Would it be bad if I miss out on that one? Not really bad, no. Not really bad. So let's just get this one in here. So Zaeed. Don't know what to do with that one. And Samara. What do we have here? Another throw and pull. Interesting that we have throw and pull. Both of those just move enemies around, but they don't necessarily deal that much damage, do they? Pull is more utility thing, and it would be best to just... I mean, it keeps enemies in the air, right? But just 9 seconds. You'll have it. It would be nice to max this out, but the only thing you need here is pull at level 1, and that's it. Throw actually deals damage a little bit, and the Azari Justica increases Samara's combat skills, weapon damage, and health. Improves her power recharge time. Good. So power recharge time minus 6%, minus 12%, minus 18%. So it's the same number with the weapon stuff, and this one's probably either weapons or power, right? Sapiens Justica increases Samara's biotic abilities, further reducing the recharge time of her powers and weapon damage. Okay, so if I were to... I don't know where this one actually ends up at. Let's just look at the numbers for this one. 25%, that's a lot. I'm not going to give her weapon damage. This is not what she's supposed to do, I believe. 25%. I mean, she's just supposed to spam abilities. That would be kinda cool, right? So we have throw. The problem is recharge time of throw is always 9 seconds, so it doesn't matter what you choose, right? We can just get pull level 1. What about reeve? We haven't unlocked that one yet. I need 10 points at least. So as long as I have 10 or maybe 11 points up here, I'm good. So let's just look at how reeve actually behaves. So damages targets nervous or synthetic systems to prevent healing. Interesting. Kind of like the energy drain of Tully. Anyway, restores health and gives a temporary health bonus when the power is used against organics. There aren't that many organics that we fight. Actually, there are. So, mercenaries most of the time. But even the collectors are organics. Anyway, reeve also does double damage to armor and barriers. Okay, wait a minute. So, restores health and gives a temporary health bonus when the power is used against organics. Temporary health bonus. Okay, so the temporary health bonus wouldn't be there, but reeve is good against armor and barrier. Huh. So the only enemies where Samara would not be as useful are shielded enemies. But armor and barrier, pretty good. But isn't barrier supposed to be something like a shield as well? It's kind of weird. Anyhow, what are the numbers for this one? Biotically attack the target's nervous system. Then we've also disabled. Wait, is this the 4 lines of text? And used against organic. Organics, this field returns the biotic's health and provides temporary health bonus. We've also just okay, it's just a different wording. Recharge time 12 seconds. Also 12 seconds, so the amount of seconds is the same. Damage 40 points per second for 3 seconds. So it's 120. 3. Why is it 3.5? So half of this. Oh, actually you can't really say half of that, right? You don't know how often it ticks. It could mean that it ticks every second, so an increase of 0.5 seconds doesn't do you any favors. It could tick every half seconds or so, at least. But anyway, so a change of either 120 or 160 damage. What's the last one? Evolves reeve into one of the following options. Increases reeve strength, duration, and damage. It says it, but we don't know how the numbers behave. I mean, the strength would increase if you just increase the duration as a result, and therefore the overall damage gets higher. Anyway, area reeve increases reeve impact radius to affect multiple targets. That would be very good. But targeting multiple enemies but not being able to take them out completely is always an issue. It's nice that, like, every time you can take out an enemy, it means that the following fight is easier. But if you fight, let's say you prepare all of the enemies and then you kill all of them at the end. That means that you have to survive an awful lot of damage until the enemy is dead. That's the thing. But the other way around, taking out enemies one by one, means that the fight gets easier and easier and easier and easier. So it doesn't stay at the same difficulty level. Anyhow, as I said, so we need to get this one and pull it 1, and I could spend at least 2 additional points, maybe 3, whatever. I think after a mission, I will probably be able to level her up completely, so I can put another 3 points in here. The pull itself doesn't deal damage, so we are good. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna max out the throw. So let's keep that and keep the other points. What about Samara's weapons? An assault rifle? Okay. That's very interesting. Do I want to give her the collector assault thing? Not really, no. What else we got? Would the collector assault rifle be a good fit for her or not? I would choose something different. So, Viper and the metal.
Excuse me, my sources indicate you were in a warehouse recently. Did you by any chance forward a questionable shipping note to a Mr. Thax?
Yes.
It looked suspicious, so I passed it on.
I'm a representative for Mr. Thax. He's very grateful to you. Please accept this as a gift for bringing the shipping irregularities to his attention.
Interesting. What will he do?
What happens to the shipping agent who is cheating Thax?
That depends on how sincere her apology is, and how willing she is to correct a mistake.
Interesting. What's he gonna do?
What happens to the shipping agent who is cheating Thax?
Oh.
That depends on how sincere her apology is, and how willing she is to correct a mistake.
Interesting. Do I need to find her?
Do you want help finding the person who cheated Thax?
Thank you, but that won't be necessary. Mr. Thax will be making a series of polite calls. Hopefully a confrontation will not be required.
Yeah, but I really want to know how this ends up.
It was my pleasure.
Have a pleasant day.
That was interesting. Renegade, what? Hey, we got credits. Nice. So, let's see. I always have something to say about the environment. The question is, at what part of the balcony can I interact with
There we go.
Mara?
Run away, you bastards. Give up your colony plans.
Where would that be? Trade, kiosk. Oh, talk with some. Ah, okay.
I'm looking for the best tech upgrades you have.
Of course, I can help you with the consult and figure out what options work for you. The people here are asked to sacrifice their own convictions and beliefs in exchange for a soulless corporate identity. I understand that kind of life would be attractive to some people, but not to me.
So, did I ever have... Maybe the bar. Maybe Zaeed is very, very fitting for the bar. Don't know.
You should try it my way. Look at how the wind's blowing.
Zaeed. Zaeed doesn't seem to be interested in the view.
Whatever you say.
What's Zaeed gonna do? Eternity, there you go.
I need minimal heat increase. And speed.
This is a recall notice. All users of Koros brand medical radiation systems are asked to discontinue treatment.
At one point had Zaeed with me or not? I am not quite sure. Bachelor party, no reaction there. Bartender, sure. Oh. Nice. So, we got some liquor, a glass of wine, and a mystery drink. Whatever this is, it's rumored to come from the deepest reaches of the Traverse. Okay, we're gonna start with a liquor shot. Purchase, try to liquor purchase. Down the hatch. And a glass of wine. This doesn't look like a glass of wine. More like water. And we made it disappear. Enjoy. And the mystery drink. Mystery drink purchased. Hold on to your livers. Oh yeah. Deliver them.
Welcome back, babe. Can I get you anything? Sorry, no sex. Just clean the bar.
Wait a minute. This is not the Asari I was looking for.
What's it like being an Asari matriarch?
Pretty much like being anything else. My parents had it more interesting than I did.
Thanks for telling me about that.
Pleasure as always.
No way. When you are drunk, her face changes.
Welcome back, babe. Can I get you anything? Sorry, no sex. Just clean the bar.
No way.
Just looking around.
Pleasure as always.
I was wondering, like, wait a minute, I haven't seen that face before. That is really wild. Okay, so you can buy a drink, and all of a sudden, the bartender changes her face. It becomes more, you could say, beautiful. But it was a bit too childlike, almost. That's a weird bit. Then Asari's face is definitely a little bit more, well, let's say wider, right? But it's definitely more fitting for someone who is related to Kroger. Anyway. Why is it that I don't have any Zaeed stuff in
I'm okay. A little dry spell isn't gonna kill me.
Maybe I just missed it? Maybe I had Zaeed with me already? I don't quite think so, though.
Come to the Fish Dog Food Shack. Tasty Baron skewers are just 5 credits for a limited time. Or for the connoisseur.
Do you have anything flashier?
Nothing there.
I want
200,000.
something
Okay.
that says, I own this room.
So,
I own
Zaeed. Maybe they have something to say. In the office. Let's see. Liara's terminal. Yada yada. Oh. There's no further intel anymore. Well, not necessary because we already hired them.
I can't believe how lovely your scalp looks. Mine is so gangly and
Come on.
asymmetrical. Had it done a few years back.
You'll never believe what. Thank you again. You have no idea what this means to my family.
Hey, you're welcome. You are welcome. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Thane again.
Hey, I gotta get back to work.
When will I be able to find something for Zaeed?
Coming up later today, we release our annual list of Illium's 10 richest people. Are the heavens still bright as sorry blue, or have the bolus finally rolled to the top? And don't miss our look.
Sometimes you say these things, and I don't know. Maybe it's because you had a Batarian father.
Wow, you're pulling that on me? My father was an excellent
Oh,
caretaker.
there. Security station Zaeed.
Pure blood.
Finally found it.
Corporate security, what a life. Regular breaks, regular paycheck. Still not worth it. Killing on salary's too easy. I have to work for every job I get. Makes me really look at the job. Makes me care who I'm hunting. Otherwise it's just another name on a piece of paper.
Doesn't really matter.
Ah, yes, Samara the Justicar. I'll note your arrival in my log.
Do so.
Ah, yes, Samara the Justicar. I'll note your arrival in my log.
Do so.
Those tentacle things, do they always have the same shape?
Pure bloods are a waste of genetic potential. That's how we get throwbacks like the Ardat Yakshi.
Hey, I don't like purebloods either, but that's going a little far.
Ooh. No okay, no relations there.
Okay, listen, give Thax a full refund. Do you hear me? He knows. I don't know how. It doesn't matter. Credit him a full refund now. And then get your ass someplace safe. Leave me alone. I can't talk to anybody.
Alright. Because of reasons.
You're sure gateway weapons and armor are good enough for Eclipse?
Yeah, I've got a friend.
Not a fish. Something that'll last.
Alright. So,
What
now
about you?
I pretty
Wanna
much
try and
got
make it as
all
a
of the
commander?
side missions on Illium done.
Hey, we're friends. I have
Perfect,
never
perfect.
called you that.
No,
Thing
but
is
you're thinking about it.
You can't
You
hit
think it's
F
easy
and just
That's why you need an omni-gel
leave the
programming
thing.
solution that works. Whether constructing single-use equipment
La, la,
or salvage gear,
la, 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 la.
technology will be there for you. There's some problems omni-gel can't solve. For everything else, there's Cision Technology, a division of Elcos Combine.
The advertisements are just so nice. Illium does give you some kind of cyberpunk flair.
25. Sell at 25.
Actually, Omega as well, but it's a little more dirty. Yes.
Commander, a pleasure to see you again. Can I help you with something?
No, not really.
Thank you.
Have a pleasant visit to Nos Astra, Commander.
Alright, so back to the ship we go. Return to the Normandy. Ooh. A nice cutscene. Never got that one. Alright. No one wants to talk? Really?
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing, anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright, no one really wants to talk, so that means that Samara is also on a quest, is it? I want to check on her, just in case. That way.
Shepard,
How are you?
perhaps we could speak later. I wish to meditate.
Ah, crap. Okay.
I should go.
Of course.
You can only really talk to them after a mission, and not after a jump, I believe. Or at least going onto a ship and onto a planet may not count.
No messages for you, Commander.
But what does count? What does count? That's the real question. Anyway, let's just prepare ourselves a little bit. And we're not going to Illium. No, next one is to Chunka. Alright, the perfect spot to end the episode. And there's just a little bit more in the Codex. What do we have here? Oh, secondary stuff. Ships and vehicles. Mantis gunship? No. Workers of the mercenary bands? No, that's not it. The Helios thruster module. Intended for next-generation fighter craft, the Heat Industries Helios thruster module propulsion system far outpaces the typical liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen reactions that power a frigate's maneuvering thrusters. Using metastable metallic hydrogen, the Helios boasts a fuel that burns far greater efficiency than liquid hydrogen oxygen. Navigators can execute the numerous small course corrections inherent to any long-distance travel without fear of exhausting the ship's fuel supplies. This net gain extends to forward impulse as well. A ship powered by anti-protons can coast temporarily using the Helios to reach an inferior but highly sustainable speed. Such efficiency lowers anti-proton consumption, a constant concern for any warship. When a Helios-propelled ship must refuel, however, it typically relies on a large carrier or nearby planetary factory to synthesize the metallic hydrogen. This process uses extremely dense mass effect fields to create the metal under pressures of over 1 million Earth atmospheres, an activity most safely done while planetside. While that process may seem like a drawback compared to skimmer ships that can gather hydrogen and oxygen from anywhere in the universe, the combat superiority of the Helios maneuvering capabilities is often a worthwhile trade-off. The same efficiency that allows for micro burns, course corrections, can power rapid bursts of motion. Once a pilot becomes used to the ship's new energetic responses, she can easily put the ship wherever and at whatever angle she desires. Alright, and that concludes that episode. Side missions in Samara, basically. Alright, and a little bit of facts. Alright, anyway, like and subscribe, of course, as usual, and ta-ta.